Alright, hello, welcome on in to a little bit of a new summer showcase. This is Bandai Namco doing their own thing. Hell yes, look at that, just skipped ahead. So these guys are in control of they've got a lot of anime fighters, anime games. They have their publisher for things like Little Nightmares and even Elden Ring and Elden Ring Night Rain. But they're celebrating a load of big anniversaries. The Tales of series is celebrating 30 years, so we're hoping for remakes, a new game, anything really. And the Ace Combat series also celebrating 30 years, so lots of great things. So let's see what Bandai Namco is going on. So if you're wondering why we didn't see a lot of games at Xbox Showcase or Summer Game Fest, this is why. They've decided to do their own thing. It's cheaper, you get the same eyes on it. I think good for them. Why not? Alright, let's go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bandai Namco Summer Showcase live from Studio Odyssey. I'm Sydney Goodman, here to present today's exciting lineup of game news along with Connor Cahoon.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much to Bandai Namco Entertainment for having us here today with everyone watching online. Now, some of you out there may be familiar with the Summer Showcase, now in its third year, but you may notice we're in a very different setting.
Also, they're going to show off some new Digimon stuff. Yuki, are you a fan of Digimon at all? New Digimon story game is coming out called Time Stranger.
Where you can
and I can't lie,
we meet different game producers and reveal some
I was a Digimon and Pokemon kid. I didn't mind. I had both.
Ooh, and
I also just picked up the Cyber Sleuth games for a $5 for both of them. So we'll be playing those.
I'm so excited. I can't help myself.
I'm ready.
To start us off, we have a very first look at a game based on a massively popular anime franchise.
Yes,
with
My Hero Academia.
Action, touching friendship, and heroic characters. This is sure to go beyond all expectations.
People want Jump Force 2. I think Jump Force didn't do too well. It was basically anime tech and anime fighting. Didn't work out so well. A lot of anime games have been feckin' amazing. They really have. But a lot of them kind of go by a fighter or a dungeon crawler or whatever it is. And I kind of just want an RPG, right?
Come on now. Everyone's waiting for you. Let's make
So I messed around with the Demon Hunter game, and that was a kind of a dungeon crawler or something. It was just quite, yeah. See, I understand if it's a anime based on fighting, you need fighting in it. But what about a fighting game RPG? The only game to really nail it was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Some of the One Piece games did a great job though, like One Piece Odyssey and One Piece World Seeker. The Pirate Warrior games are good too. Dang.
I'm going to stop you.
Second gear. So when you look at that, you're like, oh my god, this anime looks sick. And you actually watch it, it's kind of Marvel cringe. My Hero Academia, all justice. Is that all S justice? Oh no, it's all justice.
We've known each other long enough, and you should know.
Cool. Dragon Balls, yeah, Dragon Ball Z was awesome. I really loved Kakarot. Obviously what they're doing with the fighting games are great as well, but Kakarot was basically just like playing the anime again, which is something I haven't watched since I was a teenager. So it just absolutely was so I'm so happy. And they even put like a lot of the DLC in it. We were supposed to be getting a game, I don't know if it ever came out, centered around Dragon Ball G. It was like was it the yeah, because poor Akira Toriyama passed away, I don't know if they're going to keep doing it. Yeah, Daima, what happened? I don't know if it's gonna happen anymore. Dragon Ball Daima. Which is meant to be kind of a retelling or something, right? But it's kind of weird, they're like baby versions. It said after events, but before the events of Dragon Ball Super. Okay, well that makes more sense. Why are they babies then? I think they get turned back into babies. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Supreme King used the Dragon Balls to turn Son Goku and his friends into younger versions of themselves. Okay, I was wondering what that was about. I'm right there with you. I'm like, why are they kids? So it is actually a continuation. It's good. I don't know if a game will come out about it. If they ended up making a DLC for other things. Alright. So the Tales of series, long since standing, has used quite a similar art style, which is kind of anime. Very fun, but it created a kind of limitation. So with their last game, Tales of Arise, and its incredible DLC, they went for a new style, which was, you know, far more kind of realistic, but still anime, not chibi style, you know. And it's a great game. It's a great game. So I want to see what they'll do for their 30th. Me personally, I've always had a soft spot for Tales of Abyss. My actual favorite is Tales of Vesperia, followed closely by Tales of Berseria. But I would be Tales of the Abyss was PS2 eventually, but it kind of got stuck on, I want to, was it DS? I think that's how I played it. Nice, okay, nice to see it's coming to Xbox. Xbox is getting kind of the, not even the long finger at this point. It's like the black sheep of the family for Japanese games. People want Ni no Kuni. It would be nice. Ni no Kuni is special. But I don't know. I think level 5 are working on My Fantasy Life right now, so who knows. No sign of Switch there. Now you might be worried about that. Don't be.
How was that for our first
Switch 2,
everyone? Are you ready at home to go?
That's so cool to have the entire area lit up.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Shibuya Crossing or something.
Thank you to Miyazaki-san and the development team for bringing their passion to this project and to our summer showcase.
This guy talks with his hands a lot.
Miyazaki-san mentioned, I've missed the Kohei Horikoshi.
I mean, are you announcing the game or are you fucking dancing?
Let's read it, shall we?
I know, and I kind of talk with my hands
the
too.
Original creator of My Hero Academia. I'm so happy that they're making another game.
The reason why people talk with their hands usually it's from doing presentations. So I feel you on that.
I used Ida and Kirishima. This time you can use all of Class
1. Also, it just makes it look like he's moving too much because Sydney's barely moving at all.
The expressions are
robot, sex bot.
Everything on the screen.
New engine on the rise. Yeah, it was really good.
Play together when it's released.
So I'll see where they go with that.
Horikoshi-san for sharing
I'm here for the Tales series. I've been with them a long time.
For more news on My Hero Academia All's Justice, be sure to follow Bandai Namco on social media to catch more
chibi version,
in the future.
Hero Academia, yeah.
Up next, we have a dramatic adventure bound by blood. Code Vein 2 arrives in 2026.
Hey, Code Vein 2. Couldn't believe they announced this. I'm so happy.
We recently announced the return
Anime
of
waifu Souls
in
like.
Code Vein 2. Let's check in with game producer.
This game's got a special place in my heart because the first one, because I played it with Proper and we had so many fun moments.
Action RPG.
He trolled the hell out of me. Proper's place. He's good people. I've known him a long time. But to see if Code Vein is co-op as well. Look at that, 2019. Like, I can understand the games are taking about 4, 5, 6 years. But, it's hard for companies to hold on that long. Looks good. I know people are kind of getting crazy with the Souls likes. Drain attack, blood code, yeah. Must have sold pretty well. There's kind of vampires and waifus. People are pissed. I think they said they censored it a little bit. I don't know, just because of the main character not having Luna Rapacious. Revenant Hunter.
そんな主人公に自らの心臓を分けて蘇生させたのが吸血鬼の少女ルーです。彼女の持つ時間を移動する特別な力を借りて100年前の世界へ旅立ち滅びゆく世界を救うための戦いに身を投じることになります。Berseria is a really great one to start. Like the Tales of series, you know, there's no point, you know, not mentioning it, but they are quite wholesome, right? But Berseria is the first entry that really is not afraid to go dark. It's super dark. And Velvet, the main character, she is a badass. And she's sexy, and she's angry and pissed off. And great, great game. Berseria is awesome.
Now, I know
we like our
just
wholesome
thinking about the return of
JRPGs.
Code Vein is sure to get your blood pumping.
Okay, that one's not coming out next year,
If
so.
you really want your heart to skip a beat, then brace yourself for the delightful rhythmic adventures of Patapon Replay 1+2.
Patapon coming back. Patapon! And they're doing a spiritual successor as well. Like Ratatan or something.
Are back together in one bundle.
Something so intrinsically connected to Patapon and PlayStation.
Patapon 1+2 Replay.
1+2.
Now, of course, I can't talk about this game alone, so Krista's here with me today to dive a little deeper into the game and break it all down for us. So, Krista, how you doing?
I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about these cute little guys. We're not going to spend too long making you wait, but we have loaded up a small army of rhythmic warriors for today's demo.
Okay, good. I'm excited for this. Let's get into it.
Ready? Here we go.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So Patapon is a rhythm action adventure game where players use 4 mystical drums to command an army of cute and mysterious little eyeball creatures named Patapons.
I mean, they look really cute right there. They look like they're living their best life. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Exactly. And as
that's a crazy stage. It must be a giant sound stage, all green screen.
On the journey to the legendary Earth End.
I assume.
You know, casual, normal stakes.
So I'm like their leader, they all respect me?
Yes, absolutely.
I can get behind this. But I was expecting something a bit more light-hearted for a rhythm game. This seems quite intense.
You don't have to feel too powerful quite yet, but playing Patapon's really, really simple. Just hit 4 drums to the rhythm and your Patapons follow your lead. Every time you input it correctly, they sing back.
You'd be impressed with how easily I would mess up 4 inputs. It's pretty common.
Well, don't worry about that, because new to this game, under the help button, is the constant command display. It's a convenient reminder of what drum commands will be
licensed by Sony, you see that?
Is this all the commands we can expect to see as well?
Yeah, these are the ones that are helpful for each level.
Okay.
And your basic attack goes pon, pon, pata, pon, as they... Oh, they're doing a little rile up here. Big jump.
No.
They got some airtime there.
See, we're fighting the Patapon eating plant named Shukl.
Naturally, of course that exists.
Yes.
Oh no.
And it's got these 3 arms that grab your little Patapon.
No. Okay, so but they're safe right now. They're fine. We can still save them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They can break free.
Come on, Patapons. Come on. Lock in.
I think we're good.
Okay. This guy's getting a bit too invested.
Oh no, 2 of them are being swallowed.
Oh no.
Just
Social manager, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's a remake. Pretty much, yeah, looks like
it. Those little
definitely with
hats
Sony
that you
still.
Can be buried, and then your Patapons can
and then Ratatan or something. PSP game, yeah. Concept of Blood was brilliant. Hell yeah.
Be on point.
Yes, but you know, with this game, you don't have to be super precise.
Okay.
As long as the Patapon respond, you'll continue to march on, just like them.
Okay, I've got that. So I noticed that we're fighting this monster. Is it only boss levels in this, or are there other types of missions?
No, so there's also hunting mode, battling the Zigatons that you see along the way.
PlayStation's own
mini games that kind of keep you motivated to the long journey.
Okay, I assume it's still like with Sony, but I think they're just putting it on everything now. Times are strange, you know?
No,
companies are losing profits. That's the way. They're not losing money, they're losing profits. So they're just like putting everything on everything.
Them up right now.
And that's one of the commands?
Yes, and you can see with the successful attacks, he's losing some arms.
Right? This is coming to Everton, isn't it?
So I think the Patapons are doing a good job despite being a little eepy.
Okay, one arm just came back. But
so that license by Sony is just going to be there
I believe
forever,
Shukl's getting pushed back as we speak.
Time
okay, nice.
Not even a little nap is enough to stop the Patapon. They're very determined.
Now, I am, as you would say, washed. I'm not very good at games. How... If I mess up, is there any punishment?
He's washed up.
They'll look at you, they'll judge for a little bit, and then they just keep on going.
Oh, okay.
So you just gotta lock in.
I need to lock in.
Beaver.
Well, I see that the Patapons have pushed them back a little bit here. We're making some progress. Okay, maybe. All right. Okay, I spoke too soon.
Reminds me of like Rayman.
We've got some big stomps going on. That's okay. We're still in it. We haven't lost anybody.
Nice.
Now you can see their health up the top.
I'm falling asleep. Okay.
He's freaking out.
Square, circle, X, triangle. Okay, easily.
Yes.
That would be simple. Okay.
Big jump.
Oh, one didn't jump. Look at him.
So yes.
What?
They can do a big jump up into the air like that, and avoid the gas if possible.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't think I would be.
What cracks me up is streaming and all that is pretty easy. But you can see how these two are yapping. He's overexcited. She's trying to stay on script.
Okay,
and it's just like a lot of weird dead air.
Survive another day.
So it cracks me up. It's not as easy as you think it is.
Thank you, Christopher, leading us through that demo. I appreciate that so much.
He's hamming it up a bit too. If
you'd like to learn more about the game, we recently shared a full system trailer, which we will link in the chat.
Oh, wonderful. And don't forget, viewers at home, that Patapon 1+2 Replay will be released on July 11th. And it'll be playable on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and
Why you gotta be fake with it?
Don't
be fake. Why you gotta put her hands up to her mouth with it?
Taking us through the first step in our journey to Earth-End.
Are they going to mention that other stuff? Oh god, that's fucking awkward. Let's see what the story is with like Ratatan. Is it called Ratatan? Maybe not. Yeah, Ratatan. Maybe it's just a spiritual successor.
Developed by Brownies, Toa and the Guardian of the Sacred Tree is a new roguelike where bonds, blades, and bravery decide the fate of all.
Ratatan is sequel to Patapon, spiritual successor. Yeah, that's what I said.
Mystic realm where the game launches September 19th.
What's this?
Today we'll hear
Tower
from game
Guardians
producer
of the Sacred Tree.
as he takes us
is this based on an anime as well?
New gameplay. And keeping an eye out in chat
I've seen
for a special
Eden Zero as well from the Fairy Tale guys has a game coming out. I kind of want this. That might be an RPG, Eden Zero. What's it called? Tower of the Guardians of the Sacred Tower, that's it. So I'm saying Tower. Tower, yeah. This could be nice. Like, even if I'm not into an anime or missed out on it, I'll play the crap out of the game. Nice, look how cool this is. Cute. Nice little isometric, yeah. 2 characters from the list of 8. I think this one's only $30, which is perfectly fine. Finally came out on 18th of September. No, it's coming out this year, 18th of September. It's roguelike in nature, so more of that kind of stuff. Where you'll be going through runs and stuff. But it seems to be co-op. How many people can play? That might be a big selling point for it, that it's co-op.
ゲームの拠点となる里では主人公トワを操作して8人の仲間たちの能力の強化や刀作りなどを行ってダンジョンをより攻略しやすくすることができます。個性豊かな里の住人たちとトワが繰り広げるサイドストーリーにもぜひご注目ください。本日はダンジョン内でのプレイヤブルキャラクターとなる祈り子たちに関する初公開の映像をご用意いたしました。こちらをご覧ください。
Cool. It's coming out 18th September, apparently. Unless that changes. And it's $30. Perfect. Look forward to that. That's definitely on my radar. Very cute. Very, very cute. Nice. Looks awesome. Yeah. Well, that's a clever idea to use a license, right? An anime. Doesn't always have to be fighters and stuff. Very beautiful as well. Cool that it's co-op.
No matter what, we plunge onward. I shall end you.
You got a split screen too. Wonder will there be like a tether system as well?
Yes, this shall serve me well.
You know, so it's like, how far away can you go? It's either kind of playing solo, I believe. So the other characters kind of just follow them. Oh, so pretty. Nice. Oh, 19th. It says 19th there. It says 15th on Steam, so it's probably just moved it a little bit there.
今回は8人の祈り子の中から
レッカと
錦の2人を紹介します。レッカは侍のような見た目の通り、里にある道場の師範を務めるほどの作品です。一方でトワのことが大好きなキャラクターで、トワの言うことを全肯定しちゃうけなげさが見ていてとても微笑ましいキャラクターで、個人的にも大好きなキャラクターの一人です。アクションの面では連続攻撃と範囲攻撃の2種類を持って非常にバランスの取れた使いやすいキャラクターで、最初に触るキャラクターとしてもかなりおすすめで、実際チュートリアルのキャラクターはレッカちゃんになっています。錦はかなりインパクトのある見た目をしていますが、実はとても信心深く硬派なキャラクターです。モニヤ神という神を信仰しており、善行を積めばいつかモニヤ神に出会えるという教えを信じて、つつ裏裏に
Origami, that's clever, and she's all like made of paper.
人助けの一環として参加しています。
About 4 new origami games coming out. I'm not even joking. One's called Hirogami. It's kind of like a action platformer. And there's a cute one, like the story of a little origami kitten who's trying to survive.
チームメンバーに一番受けが良かったのもこの錦くんでした。トアと真珠の祈り子たちの情報は公式 X 等で毎週公開していく予定です。
Weekly on X. People even say X. No, I don't. Oh, there's a little look at some of the Guardians there.
ぜひご期待ください。
Cool.
ありがとうございました。それでは
Arigato. That sounds awesome. I will definitely play that. So Bandai Namco do like special creator programs and stuff. Whoa, is this dead now? Yeah. You just know by the dudes like crazy eyes. Yeah, I've seen this. Isn't it like an Among Us? This actually did pretty well, I think. It's an Among Us Death Note thing. Deduction, detective, murderer. I think it did pretty well. It's out already. Unless it was a demo or early access. Bandai Namco really went all in with the anime, didn't they? Good on them. But yeah, it would be great to become a Bandai Namco creator. It's all good. We're small time, you know. Something to reach for, I guess. New roles.
Pac-Man is one of the
Shadow
most
Labyrinth.
recognizable characters
Just
in
talking
all
about it,
of
Yuki.
gaming. But a dark alternate take on the iconic Hungry Hero as a 2D action platformer is coming when Shadow Labyrinth launches July 18th.
Yeah, it's
and
very
Noah
close.
is here to talk more about it.
How's it going, Cindy?
It's going fantastic.
Good. You actually helped us to announce Shadow Labyrinth at the Game Awards last December.
I did. It was a great honor, and I am glad to be the harbinger of Dark Pac-Man and revealing some new gameplay today.
That's right. In Shadow Labyrinth, players will take on the role of Swordsman number 8, accompanied by a familiar-looking yellow orb known as Puck, and explore a mysterious and hostile planet.
Puck, as in Puck-Man, the arcade game's original name?
That's right. You really know your Pac lore.
There's lore?
Okay, what if I told you that the Amazon Prime Video secret level Pac-Man episode is a prequel to the events of Shadow
clever. Anyone watch that?
And
The secret level show on Amazon Prime?
Interconnected universe whose timeline canonically connects games like Bosconian and Dig Dug. There's even a big reference to Splatterhouse.
Oh my gosh, well, that is crazy, and I am so here for it. I also really like how the Pac-Man maze inspired the game's massive map.
That's right, it's very Pac-Man, and you can eat your enemies.
Pac-Man and I have that in common. I'm kidding. But isn't that the most important thing about Pac-Man?
Careful, Sydney, that could be
other
misconstrued.
Pac-Man things
You
twisted
dirty
to the dark
bird.
side?
Yes, and Seigo Aizawa, Shadow Labyrinth's producer, has prepared a message just about that.
Yeah, this is up my street for
皆さん
sure.
こんにちは。皆さんこんにちは。
Whoa.
7月18日発売予定のシャドウラビリンスのプロデューサーの相沢です。
Look at that jacket,
今
man.
年はパックマン45周年で
45-year anniversary.
メイクイ
Wow.
ンパクトがテーマになります。
That jacket is sick.
今回はゲーム内で対峙することとなる G ホストと呼ばれる存在の
Must
最終形態と
have
一部
jacket.
ゲームプレイをお見せしたいと思い
It's
ます。
just nerdy enough that
パックマン
anyone
の
who
お
would
なじみ
see
の
it
敵キャラ
would
ゴ
know
ー
what
ス
it
トた
is,
ちを
but
再解釈したシャ
those
ド
who
ウラビリン
know
ス
know.
版 G ホストをお楽しみください。勘のいい方であれば
What I love about
何かにお気づきに
Metroidvanias
なるかも
is
しれま
you
せん
can
ね。
get ones that are more
それでは
Metroid,
スタジオに
others
お
that
戻
are
しし
more
ます。どうぞ。
Castlevania. They're all different. A lot of them are Souls-likes these days. That's okay too.
Thank you, Aizawa-san, and a happy 45th anniversary to Pac-Man.
That's right, 45 amazing years.
45. He looks good for 45, right?
It was the right
He's
time to
holding up
bring
well.
players a Pac-Man experience like never before.
Most people know Pac-Man
Perfect.
from
Well,
Mrs.
I'm
Pac-Man.
excited to see it because Aizawa-san
Aizawa.
mentioned some exclusive gameplay.
That's right. Let's jump into it.
Pac-Man
Perfect. Well,
was daddy
off the
for
bat,
many games.
Where in the game are we?
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
He
so
was the father
spoilers. We are
of
deep
many,
into the
many
game.
games,
You're seeing a whole
for
bunch
sure.
of things that a player would have already earned, and we're going to see a boss
Pac
battle
Daddy.
that is really far in. So that being said, let's jump in. Before we go, we need to equip some perks.
Okay, so perks, tell me what I'm looking at here.
So I mentioned they're equipable. It's basically you get to customize your loadout. these will enhance your ability.
This is a good idea doing this showcase, because look, they can have a trailer and an extended little piece of gameplay too, instead of just paying for one trailer.
Perfect. So it sounds like you can customize your loadout.
Exactly. Yeah, to suit your playstyle, depending on if you want to.
Jeez, look at that health bar up the top.
And then these towers with classic Pac-Man ghost colors.
That's right. So that location will look familiar to people who saw the Amazon Prime Secret Level Pac-Man episode. Very familiar there. And each of those colors, of course, corresponds to the 4 ghosts. But in this game, they're known as the G-hosts.
The G-hosts. And there's a G-host dropping in right now.
That's right. Parasitic organisms that you encounter multiple times throughout the course of the game. But this is the battle with the final form of the G-host based on Blinky. Right on cue. Red Brogza Terius Gilba.
What?
Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful.
It is. It is. Brogza is basically an in-universe term for a core, and Terius, final, Gilba, hand. So there you go. And this guy is really powerful right off the bat.
Jeez, maybe they wanted to show us how tough the bosses were. I'm probably cutting it off, but there's a huge stun meter and HP bar right there.
There's the dodge. I'm seeing
cool.
red and blue.
That's right. So his face will flash red and blue. If it flashes red, it means you can parry his attack. And blue means you need to get the heck out of the way, which we just did using the grappling.
Perfect.
Spoilers.
Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about, I'm seeing bottom left-hand corner. There's a red flashing, there's a blue.
That's right. So on the left, we've got our parry equipped because you can choose whether or not to parry. Oh, wait, hold on that point. This is Gaia.
What the?
So this is basically the power pellet of this game.
What
it makes
the
you
hell?
super OP. You can
just turned into a giant monster.
But it's time limited. That meter on the top left that just expired was our Gaia meter.
Okay,
Gaia,
and we'll go back to talking about that bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, oh, it just got hit there and it took 4 chunks of health.
How do we increase that meter?
So throughout the course of the game, you can kill enemies, but you can also stun them and then eat them. And then that helps to not only gain you resources to use in crafting to acquire things from the shop, but also to fill up that Gaia meter so you can get back into super OP mode.
Okay. So now going back to the bottom left, it sounds like one of those is defensive and one of those is offensive.
So it looks like the health bar.
That's
right. Gonna be
so
chunks.
You would have seen. So it can be the case depending on what you equip.
So he's 6 heals. It reminds me a little of Hollow Knight's way of healing.
The left trigger is parry, and the right trigger is
he's getting wrecked. Whoever's playing, he's getting wrecked. They did say it was a hard boss,
which is basically a stun move.
It's barely halfway.
And you would have seen that.
That's a long boss fight too. These monsters,
just like that. Perfect to allow us to sort of get in some extra hits there as we try to dodge this huge.
I'd love to see the devs play their own game, because you'd be surprised how shite some of them are.
Red bar just shot up. What is that?
That's right. So the red bar in the top left is your ESP meter. And so this will be consumed in larger, smaller chunks based on a variety of different moves. So there's using Puck Spark, there's even dashing, using your grappling hook, so everything consumes that. So you need to be really careful with what your moves are, be strategic, because otherwise, if you run out of ESP, then you won't be able to do anything and you'll be dead in the water.
You can't even dodge?
You can't dodge efficiently.
Okay. So all about managing that bar.
Like iframes and stuff.
Speaking of managing bars, we got his stun meter all the way to the top there just a moment ago. So red was totally out of commission for a couple of seconds there, letting us get some really great downward slashes.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we're stunned again, that white.
That's right,
Red's white.
So that was Puck Spark, one of the ESP skills that we have equipped to the triangle button. And there's a bunch of different ones that are different types of attacks that you want to use in different areas of the game. But Puck Spark
the cool
was
thing
really
about
the best
Bandai Namco is they've been actually a great publisher over the years to a lot of games.
521.
Right. So that's Aura. It's yellow. It looks like a pack dot. That's done on purpose. These are collected throughout the game. It's one of the game's
we wouldn't have a lot of things without them.
And you'd use that.
Been good for a lot of From Software games. I believe they even published some of the Witcher games as well.
And we got them.
We got it.
GG. That was a good long boss fight.
We can say we.
We got them.
It's a collective we, right?
Yeah, it's a collective.
But this is only one of 4 of the G-hosts
because the Witcher was having trouble
throughout the game, but also
these
big final battles at the end.
And real fast, G-host, does that stand for something?
The G does stand for something.
Yeah, fucking Atari. Atari.
I don't think I should reveal that just yet.
Wasn't it Bandai Namco?
Just out of time. Well, thank you so much for that review.
Yeah, there we go. At the time they were called Namco Bandai. Yeah, I remember that popping
later
up.
This month on July 18th, coming to PC and consoles. There is a really cool collector's edition available from the Bandai Namco store. It includes a game map that has UV-activated secrets, pins, like my little puck right here, an art journal, and much more.
Perfect. You can match.
People are mentioning the Dot Hack series. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Check out the Shadow Labyrinth channel in the official
I love the
Discord
Dot Hack
server
series.
and follow
really
Shadow
creepy
Labyrinth
stuff.
game on Instagram.
That are very kind of stereotypical, where they kind of get sucked into a game, but if you die in the game in Dot Hack, you die. It's called the world. You die in real life. Oh, Little Nightmares time.
Are you ready to face your childhood
We already saw a big
fears?
chunk of this during their own little showcase.
Because we recently revealed that the highly anticipated atmospheric adventure game
What
Little
are-
Nightmares 3
what is Bandai
launching on
Namco going to show off?
October 10th.
Did they own
And a playable demo
Reanimal?
will be coming to San Diego Comic-Con.
Ooh, playable
Now
demo.
let's take a look at the latest stage revealed in last week's brand showcase.
Yay, it was like a carnival. I hope there's more to the game.
I'm Coralie Feniello, producer on Little Nightmares 3. The game will release on October 10th, 2025, and I can't wait to see our fans.
I still don't know who's actually developing this. I think they're just called Little Nightmares Games or something now.
In Little Nightmares 3, you'll follow the journey of Lo and Alone. Our two
Lo
friends
and
are
Alone,
traveling through
oh.
several locations, trying to find a way out of the nowhere. Now, let's have a sneak peek at one of these places with this trailer.
Best in Indie, feed him prototype idea. Oh, that would be great. Prototype games. I recently rebought them. I want to play them as well on the channel. Yeah, a lot of this seems to be in a carnival, which is not a bad thing. Finally, oh yes, I suppose it is. You know, it's super massive. I'm really sure there's their own little team. Bandai Namco would be publishing. Yeah. Supermassive are in a kind of a strange place right now. Because they're not doing Until Dawn remake. That was Ballistic Moon, but I think they're shut down. Sony shut them down. I think they're kind of restarting the Dark Picture stuff, right? Yeah. Got that Directive 8020 coming out, but I think they want to start like its own little thing again. That's all the funny one. Like Supermassive kind of were born out of Until Dawn stuff too. Supermassive Black Hole. Nice. I do. If it all just takes place in the carnival, that's okay. But I do hope there's other places. Nice. It's pretty much the same trailer we saw at the showcase. It's okay. October 10th. Yeah, and if you pre-order it, you get Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition. Two additional chapters. Like that metal case with Lo and Alone on it. That's cool. I know some people already bought the Gnome edition.
Are you ready, chat? Because it's time to party in everybody's golf hot shots. Thank you, Krista. We've got Krista back on stage for another round to tee off some more info about the game.
Everybody's
welcome, Krista.
Golf.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be back.
Hot shots.
And before we start,
Do you remember Hot Shots was part of everybody's golf? It was like the Japanese
golf. I think I've seen you play mini golf.
and vice versa.
I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at all.
That's about.
But fortunately, today's game is truly for everyone. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots is a return to form.
That's also a PlayStation thing too.
You can see we
you know
have
she was on during the other PlayStation thing with Patapon.
Pop up on this screen over here.
Interesting. Just saying.
We got single player here, but there's so many different things. There's campaign, online tournaments, some new party modes with Wacky Golf. I want to shout out.
Okay.
We're gonna pop through some solo mode. There's lots of places to golf around the world.
I see that, and I also see there is a ton of different characters we can play. Quite a lot.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to have a little golf game from time to time. I can't lie, I have golf with friends.
But, we're gonna go with
Dirt
our
cheap.
very
Hey, we got
Pac-Man
Pac-Man.
in the game. I didn't know
Nice.
Pac-Man
There's
played
no
golf.
You can play Pac-Man as an early unlock, and yes, he's gonna crush it at golf, actually.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Pac-Man golf. That's all. Make sure he doesn't hit himself by accident and send himself flying. Come on, Pac-Man.
Oh wow, he threw some grass to check the wind. That's a high-level strat. All right.
But the best thing about Everybody's Golf is that it might seem like a fancy sport, but the controls are really straightforward. You see that beautiful follow-through?
She's running after the ball.
In it right now.
It's going so fast. There's no rush. It's golf. It's fine. Okay, so we got Pac-Man lining up another shot.
Make show or movie such great material. Yeah, big publisher in Japan. Yeah. Still investing in these. I love that. Yeah, they are good. I can't say a bad word about them. I played so many games published and made by them.
Okay, so I was unfamiliar with this game, and now I'm seeing it for myself. But going for
pretty. Oh, the slice.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Pac-Man.
Oh, what was that? A birdie?
In the bag. Who am I to judge?
He's just here to show off now, really.
Same, son. Yeah, it was a birdie.
Yes, he does.
That's right.
Okay, nice.
Little golf claps.
Okay, so there's. Oh, okay. So
I assumed it was
stages too. And this one looks a bit familiar.
I assumed it was a
par tree. Like the rain's an obstacle here.
It does look like the UK. It's just
I wish.
Architecture. I mean, I'm home already.
Yeah, so there's different weather
I think they have like about 10 games to show off. My god.
You can customize along with the time of day and
many we've seen so far. We saw
earlier.
The
new My Hero Academia game, Code Vein 2.
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of customize it however you'd like. And
Shadow
it seems
Labyrinth.
like Pac-Man likes the rain today.
Little Nightmares 3.
He's living his best life. He needs to get his setting.
Now everybody's got. I mean, that's like 6 or 7. I probably missed one there.
Looks like we're putting some
Jesus Christ!
ball right here.
Okay. Never even got Digimon yet.
Just the perfect shot.
Insane. Insane.
Nice shot, beautiful.
Hear about Until Dawn PlayStation promotion game. Yeah. So recently,
that's an amazing shot.
They remade it. They started a new team to do that. They were called Ballistic Moon, and it was to go with the movie. And they also want to make a sequel, Until Dawn 2.
I'm so sorry,
But
Pac-Man. During the showcase, it's okay.
But I think PlayStation said no.
Yes, I do believe.
So I think it might be dead in the water. I also think the movie's not doing good at all. I'm still seeing ads for the Until Dawn movie, but it says April on it. Like, coming this April. So nobody bothered to update the trailer at all. So it kind of tells you what state it's in, you know. But maybe they're still alive, I don't know.
Pac-Man knew something that we didn't.
Okay.
One thing I hate about Xbox and PlayStation right now is they just keep
features, or if you want to make your
stacking
game
and
harder or
closing and
easier
stuff.
with larger cups or tornadoes, makes that course just a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I could even get a hole in one.
Yeah, I think you could.
Well, thank you so much, Krista, for taking us through Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. This game is coming out September 5th for PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. So
yeah, because it's PlayStation owned,
to become golfers, gamers.
They won't allow it
Rise,
on
Unite,
Xbox.
and Triumph. Up next is the grid-based tactical combat RPG, Super Robot Wars Y.
Ooh.
All right, get ready, pilots. The ultimate robot anime clash returns in Super Robot Wars Y. With over 20 featured series, this grid-based tactical combat RPG will be ready for action on August 28th. So please enjoy this special message from game producer Thomas-san.
The new entry to the Super Robot Wars series, a grid-based tactical combat RPG where you assemble your dream team of robots and pilots. Rise, unite, and triumph. Super Robot Wars Y. Pre-order now.
皆さんこんにちは。私、スーパーロボット対戦 Y のプロデューサーを務めます。戸間光太と申します。本日はスーパーロボット対戦シリーズの魅力についてご紹介してまいります。まず、スーパーロボット対戦ですが、日本の有名なアニメーションに登場したさまざまなロボットやキャラクターたちが
I like that they allow them to speak Japanese, even though they probably have some English. I love that.
ゲームジャンルはシミュレーション RPG でして、鍛え抜いたロボットで構成した自分だけの舞台を率いて、攻略していきます。バトルでは先ほどの PV で見ていただいた通り、さまざまなロボットの戦闘アニメーションが楽しめます。加えて戦闘で得た報酬を使ってステージクリア後にロボットやパイロットを強化することができます。こうして自分の大好きなロボットに育成リソースをつぎ込み、戦場で活躍させることがスーパーロボット対戦の醍醐味です。またスーパーロボット対戦のもう一つの魅力は
本作独自の世界設定の中で複数の収録作品がクロスオーバーするオリジナルシナリオです。プレイヤーはアドベンチャーパートで戦闘に至るまでのストーリーを読み、その後シミュレーションパートに進むことでより没入感のあるシナリオ体験を得ることができます。そして本作より新たにアシストリンクという新要素を導入しております。機体に登場しないいわゆるパイロットでないキャラクターが後方から戦闘を支援するシステムがアシストリンクです。敵を撃墜することで取得できるアシストカウントを消費することでアシストクルーから戦闘を有利にするさまざまな効果を得ることができます。アシストクルーはステージへの参加や使用回数に応じてランクアップし強力になっていきます。この使えば使うほど成長するというのがポイントでして、従来のシリーズでは強化育成の要素がロボットやパイロットといった戦闘キャラクター中心でしたが、
Basically every AAA game is in trouble right now.
参加しないキャラにも愛を注ぐことができるようになりました。最後に
You've got low morals across the entire industry because of AI and just constant shuttering studios. And basically, AAA studios are 100% freelance, revolving door markets, you know. So every game is made by a team that is immediately sent on their way, you know. It said that some games take 6 years. Over the course of that, you could have thousands of people working on it, but none of them are there when the game launches. Just almost paid in terms, you know. Disgusting. Yeah, I was wondering when Phil Spencer would retire. He's kind of basically got into that mode for the last couple of years. Like, I think he did a good job. I know people might be saying, fuck this, fuck that. I think he literally picked the company out of its grave with Don Matrick and did a damn good job. I know it sucks as all these things are closing. If you think that that's on his head, so be it, but he has some of the answers to it too. We're not defending any of them, they can all fuck off for all I care. I don't think CEOs should even exist in the art space. It completely goes against capitalism, and creativity cannot exist. It's just the way it is, I'm sorry. One always wins, and it's capitalism. But yeah. Apparently he's gonna, you know, sort of be the face of the next gen, and then retire. For the best. I do think all these studios they have this issue of hiring in-house, and that's very wrong, I think. You know, or sorry, promoting in-house. I think that's wrong. You should be looking for new blood completely. But Xbox has had some horrific CEOs, you know. They've had some great ones too. Like, I think Peter Moore was great. They've had some really bad ones. Phil Harrison is a joke. He always was. He's actually cursed, you know. Don Matrick is like a fucking used car salesman. Been really bad, you know. I mean, who would have taken up the mantle from Phil at the time? Maybe someone, probably not in the right stage, but someone like, you know, if it was like fucking Major Nelson, I don't think that would have done a good job. Oh, Godzilla coming to Gundam, let's go. I don't know, you can't wait. And then, like, back in the day, what was that guy's name? Jay. He was like this crazy tech bubble kind of guy, you know, sports jackets, suit jackets with
a couple of weeks ago, we did a
Jay Allard,
deep dive into the Blood of
I didn't know they were connected to this. Bloodwalker or Dawnwalker?
Open world dark fantasy AAA RPG.
I'm really excited for this.
In case you missed it,
this is a new studio made up of old Witcher devs.
Share a bit more.
That looks cool. It's basically Witcher with vampires. Yay! Yay! Blood of the Dawnwalker. Now the combat is closer to God of War, Rebel Wolves. It's God of War kind of mixed with The Witcher. So by that I mean, you know, intense, closer camera behind the shoulder. You see, really cool. So basically, this whole place is taken over by vampires, but this Dawnwalker chooses, instead of being a vampire thrall or a vampire slave, that he'd be closer to something like Blade, like the Daywalker, where he's able to kind of use his vampire powers to turn on his brothers and kill them. It's really good. It's going to be fantastic. It's supposed to be huge choices, RPG elements, the whole shebang. I'm super excited for this. Whoa, look at that joke. Blood of the Dawnwalker. Remember that name. We'll get this before Witcher 4 around the same time. But more importantly, Witcher It's supposed to be doing a remake. But as I said, Bandai Namco also published some of the Witcher games in certain territories, so kind of weird that they're publishing the... But this will be good for CD Projekt Red. This will keep them on their toes. Look at that. That's gameplay there. Climbing up the roofs. Yes. That doesn't give you like Dishonored or Bloodlines the Masquerade vibes. This will be great. This will be fantastic. Slav folklore. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. That side view of walking up. Fantastic. I know they did a big 20-minute demo thing. I didn't get around to watching it. Honestly, I know I'm going to love the game. I don't need to see anymore. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, great dodge. Damn. I like there's a little bit of steampunk in there as well, right? 2026. But even using a lot of kind of Slavic, Bulgarian voices and chanting very much like Witcher. And yes. Apparently they moved away from Witcher because you know, there was a focus on.
Hi all, my name is Dominika and I'm the community lead here at Rebel Wolves.
Hello, Dominika.
Here at the studio. We'd like to tell you a bit about our upcoming game, The Blood of Dawnwalker. It's a dark fantasy single-player open-world RPG set in medieval Europe in Vale Sangora, a remote valley where all
nice. Oh, they've already got UI looking really good. That's a very, very strong sign.
Human by day, vampire by night. As a Dawnwalker, he's caught between two worlds.
This could be early 2026.
From Vampire Lord Brancis.
The story really changes depending
on nice,
how
getting
Kingdom
Come Deliverance vibes. This is all gameplay.
When to do it and how to approach your goals.
The game also features a dual gameplay loop. So during the day, you play as human Cohen with his sword fighting skills and magic.
Nice.
Night,
ooh, that little slap with the sword.
Stronger, with more powerful abilities.
Yes.
But those abilities come at a cost. You must feed, and
you
sometimes
feed,
you might lose control and hurt someone that matters to you.
The blood of Dawnwalker is made out of lost.
You see that blood bar there? So if you kept feeding it, would just put her asleep. But if you fed the whole way, it would outright kill her. You would drain her of blood.
By scanning the QR code visible on the screen.
Scan the QR code. Sorry if I'm in the way.
We're just getting started with the blood of Dawnwalker, and there's much more we can't wait to show you.
I can't wait. Hell yes. Oh, and it's next gen only. That feels very much like it's close to finish.
Now in its 30th year and 8th mainline entry as a franchise.
30th year. Just they're celebrating all the anniversaries.
As the longest continuous
narrative and Vampire. Yeah, they were good. They were good.
We have Michael Murray here to give us
and Vampire
into the lore
Masquerade,
of
Bloodlines,
the latest
Bloodlines
Masquerade. To Tekken 8.
When will that sequel ever come out?
Next week on July 7th.
Which problem exploration and coding gets so long time investment, the more business don't want to do something. Yeah. Played golf one time, real game was boring. Yeah, it can be a bit boring. That's why you gotta get all the golf carts, you know. Start ramping them off the sand dunes and stuff. Alright, some Tekken stuff. I don't know if it's intentional, but all these fighting games keep getting their season passes leaked, you know? Whether it's Street Fighter or Tekken or whatever, I could tell you who's coming before they know.
Over 2 meters tall.
Like Sagat is coming back to
These
Street
patterns
Fighter.
are known as Lichtenberg figures, or lightning scars, said to have been etched into his skin when he miraculously survived a lightning strike as a child.
Cool.
Also known as the title Thunderstruck, he is known for his overwhelming power and high fight IQ in the ring.
What the hell?
On his back, Barkamram bears a Sakyant, a traditional Thai tattoo with spiritual meaning.
I love it. So he's gonna be Muay Thai boxing, maybe?
Drawn by a revered monk residing in Thailand. Each of the two sections, upper and lower, carries its own distinct significance.
That's crazy.
Traditionally, Sakyant normally are kind of a
kind of reminds me of Ong Bak a little bit, no? Anybody?
But it also has various meanings, which could be strength, courage.
God, nearly every game they showed off I want to play.
Particularly the tiger itself is usually used to symbolize.
Moral dilemma, yeah, for sure, with the blood.
We hope players will take note of this detailed element, as it embodies the deep cultural roots of both Thailand and Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Interestingly, the same monk
such a great fighting style. I love it.
Ceremony to pray for the success of Tekken 8.
Really powerful stuff. Oh, he's into it too?
For motion capture, the team worked with Nadaka Yoshinari, the first Japanese fighter ever to unify both prestigious Muay Thai titles, Rajadamnan and Lumpini. And we have him here today.
鉄拳ファンの皆さん、こんにちは。スポーツジムの石原奈々です。よろしくお願いします。
By incorporating Nadaka's movements, the team was able
He's speaking Japanese, was he?
to truly capture the authenticity and impact of.
Whoa, look at the height of this motherfucker! Holy shit! Wow.
So Nadaka,
which is not normal for a lot of Muay Thai fighters. They're actually on the smaller scale, but they make up for it with those lightning kicks. A lot of grappling as well. The elbows and the knees, you know? Yeah, Muay Thai is amazing. You'd be surprised how much I find it easier than boxing. You tend to use you know, tougher parts of your body. Like I would much rather hit with the palm of my hand than my fist. Sounds crazy. You end up just breaking shit in your hand. But with the palm, you're basically getting the full force of the arm.
Rather than relying on a flurry of smaller attacks, then this is the character for you.
Alright. Still Salat Enjoyer because of disarmament. I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
To the carefully crafted motion and design. Experience the exhilarating
what do you think of Aikido? Is Aikido real or fake? What do you think about that? Aikido is about kind of using the person's weight to never really fight. You know, you're constantly pushing them away, misdirection. I don't know if it's a real thing or not. It was kind of popularized with Steven Seagal, and he just kind of made a joke of it because he would hire people for some of his bouts. He would hire them and then train them basically, almost like taking a dive or cheating. I didn't like that. So it looked like all these tumbles and rolls and this, you know, but I don't know. Hey, speak of the devil.
The world of Dragon Ball Daima.
Yeah.
A brand new Dragon Ball anime series through a two-part playable experience in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd heard about this. I didn't know what happened to it.
Even if you haven't finished the main story.
Cool.
In this video, we'll introduce the features added to this new downloadable content.
I'm so glad. I thought with Toriyama's passing that they wouldn't do it.
Smaller form as a result of a nefarious scheme.
Cool.
To rescue the kidnapped Dende and reclaim his original form, Goku sets off on a thrilling adventure filled
Look
with
how cute all the little shites are. I think there's like a little baby Supreme Kai and Goma. I think baby Vegeta's in there too somewhere. So there might be a chance for fusion. Yeah, this game is so worth it. They even have the Dragon Ball Z movies as DLC as well. So cool. It's basically RPG light, but damn fun. One of my favorite anime games out there for sure. Reminds me of the old Game Boy Adventures of Goku.
You can instantly travel to places you've already visited, making world exploration a breeze.
And then yeah, the fighting itself is closer to something like Budokai, you know. Simple but extremely rewarding. I enjoy the hell out of it. We played that on the channel. I would I haven't played any of the DLC though, but this might make me jump in. 2 parts to it. I wonder, is that because the anime is not done or they need more time? Or I assume it'll probably be like 20 or 30 bucks each. It's pretty cool. Seagal practiced the only way style of Aikido. Yeah, Aikido in old ways is about defense and melee. Yeah. Okay, there's just dodge and right. Yeah. I think you're right. Even with karate, they're like, we don't want, the idea is not to fight at all, right? Level 65 Glorio.
And other creatures that inhabit the third demon world.
The demon
world. Some enemies
world.
will use attacks that can cause status effects like burns and poison. So get ready to strategize and take on more intense battles.
Looks like a tag or something, is it? Like a tag team, so you can tag in the other.
As many as you can to stay prepared.
Little bugs, that's cute.
Your companions, Glorio, Supreme Kai, and Pansy, each bring unique abilities to support Goku. Work together and overcome.
I don't even know if he can go Super Saiyan in Daima, can he?
All right, here goes.
Keep up the pressure.
I'll follow your lead. Kamehameha!
I think it was their way of kind of going back as a tribute to OG Dragon Ball. Oh, the fishing's back. Nice. He's not using his tail this time.
Main story are still here for you to enjoy. This downloadable content is packed with tons of.
See, I thought they would do a sequel to this, but honestly, this is just as good as a sequel. We're literally getting, because I wanted one for Dragon Ball Super. I might still get one. July 17th. Wow.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima Edition, which features the main game and the Daima Adventure through the Demon Realms pack, will also be available for sale.
Nice. Pretty much on everything. Cool. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Even if you're an old school fan like me and you haven't kept up, it's such a great game. Here we go.
Mystery through time and
Digimon Time Stranger.
Up next, we take a deeper look at Digimon Storytime Stranger to learn more about the features of this riveting RPG.
Digimon, Digital Monsters. I know a lot of OG Digimon fans actually hate Digimon Adventures. For me, it was just called Digimon. It was basically the anime. I fucking loved it. I'm sorry. Cartoon anime, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so these games, I think this is done by the same team as Cyber Sleuth. But they're very kind of Persona. Yeah, because look, yeah, it is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. People just call them Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. But no, I mean, you have Raising Digimon, you had Digi-Evolving, Digi-Evolving. It's pretty cool. They're a little simple. I don't know if this one, the other games had random encounters, but we'll see. At least Cyber Sleuth 1. Yeah. Over 450 Digimon, which is insane. They're really going all out. The first Cyber Sleuth is a little basic. But still great, you know. I've been saying this for a while now, but I think Digimon games, you know, pun intended, but they have evolved or digivolved way better than Pokemon games. Pokemon games are so stagnant. It's like they're holding on to the same fucking 1996 stuff, you know. Digimon, they do a visual novel with Digimon Survive. Might not be great, but there. Then we have the Digimon World games, which are more kind of raising the Digimon. And then you've got these games, Digimon Story, which are hey, good old Patamon. We love our Patamons, don't we? So yeah, I was a Pokemon and Digimon kid. I didn't mind. I didn't pick one or the other. I loved them both. I remember going to the cinema as a kid to see the Digimon movie. So yeah, this one's about time stuff. That's good though. So every Digimon you ever loved will be back now. Whether it's Lilithmon or all the crazy ones.
また物語は今作オリジナルの内容となっていますので、シリーズ前作のファンの皆さんも、これから初めてデジモンゲームを遊ぶ方も、全く新しい体験ができるのではないでしょうか。冒険の中では賑やかな新宿、秋葉原とデジタルワールドのさまざまなエリアを行き来しましょう。前作デジモンストーリーシリーズではデジタルワールドを行くことはほとんどなく、その手前の電脳世界と人間世界との行き来が主でしたが、これまでない繊細な表現で描かれたデジタルワールドを訪れ、探索することが可能です。What's cool about this with the Time Stranger portals, you'll see she's gonna run through some crazy looking places, like out of a dream world, you know? 広大な海が広がるアビスエリアなど、
Look at that! Not creepy? So cool, psychedelic. I'll always have a soft spot for
皆さんの冒険に彩りを与えてくれるはずです。もちろん RPG にはバトルが欠かせません。
Okay, any new RPG elements? I think they have this new thing where you bring them to a garden. It's kind of like Sonic's Chow Garden.
種族はワクチン、ウイルス、データのほか、
vaccine, virus, data,
計7種。属性は火、水、草木などの11種に分類されます。デジモンの技と種族の組み合わせによってダメージが入らなかったり、倍以上のダメージを与える。
They kept the Q
さらに本作ではよりデジモンの個性が際立つ因子を追加しており、相性次第ではさらに高いダメージを狙うことも可能となっています。
Attributes and elements.
デジモン固有のスペシャルスキルと 複数の付け替えが可能なアタッチメントスキルの2種を駆使し、
Yeah, this is pretty close to the Cyber Sleuth games. There's Digimon, hell yeah.
また本作ならではの要素として、
Greymon, yeah.
エージェントが持つデジバイスと
So many great ones. Digimon easy adapt games using Pokemon more traditional. Yeah, you're right. I think because Digimon were second place, they experimented more. I like experimental games. Pokemon don't experiment anymore. Remember Pokemon Ranger, Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Coliseum and Stadium. I miss those games so much. Pokemon Coliseum. Fucking amazing. It's really dark. I think they're coming back in the Nintendo GameCube thing, so I might play those again. But yeah, you can de-Digivolve, bringing it back to the baby form, something Pokemon could never do. So you can pretty much get every single Digimon you ever want. Wow. Yeah, so this is basically Cyber Sleuth 3. Awesome. But they're being cheeky because it has a new name. They're like, it's the first original Digimon story game in over 15 years. I'm like, huh? Because the Cyber Sleuth are doing their own thing. I think they've struck a bit of success with these games, so they're just gonna ride it through. Because it's a different dev every time, you know?
次はデジモンたちが住む世界についてお話ししていきます。
Good stuff. Yeah, I hope we can change the main characters out there. That's about it. Don't really get the mint color.
街中はデジモンで溢れており、冒険に必要なアイテムを入手できるショップやデジモンたちが集うちょっとおしゃれなバーもあります。
Yeah, I like Digimon. Digimon's another one. Like, you want to talk about people getting weird about Pokemon? Because how many humanoid Digimon there are? People are just filthy online. There's not a single Digimon that's safe. Yeah, lots of exploration, lovely bright colors. Leomon just doing his thing. Looks like the Digimon can follow you again, which is good. You can turn that off as well. Oh my god. I never saw him. Oh, I saw him. Yeah, hell yes. I haven't watched Digimon in years, so I'm really laxing on the names of them. Will it show the garden? There's like this cool little 2D top-down garden that you can have. Go on! Digivolve too? Digimon? Yeah, for me, coming home from school was like Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, good man! Digimon technically are closer, because they were based on Tamagotchi, you know? You can see that their sprites are very Tamagotchi based. What's this now? Like a little training area? Digimon. Yeah, even that menu system is very Cyber Sleuth. That's good thing. Level 40 Patamon? Is it just not Digimon? 彼を戦闘でどう生かすかもパーティー編成を考える上での重要な指標になることでしょう。Wait, that's a Mon? Oh, that just spoiled that. I think he's a Mon, a Digimon. バトルでは種族と属性の相性が非常に重要です。敵デジモンとの相性が悪ければ、機械の3体と交代することをお勧めします。Looks like it's not random encounters anymore. Oh, fucking Impmon over there. That's brilliant. Yeah. 戦闘に勝利すると敵デジモンのスキャン率が上昇。100% 以上になることでコンバートし、新たな仲間デジモンを生み出すことが可能です。最後にボスバトルを見てみましょう。Boss battle, cool. Alright, well, it might not show it, but I seen in the game there's like this cool little garden, and they use like 2D sprites for it. Let's see if they'll show it off. It looks really good idea. Maybe you can raise them in a garden. Back in the day, I used to play a lot of Digimon World, the original. Very hard to understand as a kid. I kept ending up with Whalemon and the little Poomon, I can't remember his name was. I was doing a bad job. Very tough. Nice, okay, they're definitely doubling down on the character moves. Whoa, great boy! ゲーム内容について少しでも楽しんでいただけましたでしょうか。Enjoy your life. This one's coming out sometime in October. 戦略的なターン制バトル。Turn-based, yeah. Good animations. Seems they've improved the animations a lot.
これから初めてデジモンを体験する方々にもぜひ手に取っていただきたい王道の RPG 作品となっています。
Digimon fans and newcomers alike
は今後のイベントでも使用できるようになりますのでぜひご期待ください。本作はプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、Steam にて予約受付中です。
Oh wow, they're only going
皆
next
さんがどん
gen?
なデジモンと絆を紡いで冒険していくのか、この目で見れる日を心から楽しみにしています。
That's very
ちなみに
risky
私はパタモンを選んで、いずれはゴッ
He's
ドドラ
starting
モン
with
に進化す
Patamon,
ることが
and
確定し
he's
てい
going
ま
to
す。
evolve all the way to
本日はどうもありがとうございました。
Goldramon. Yeah, we wouldn't have got the Megas in Pokemon if it wasn't for Digimon. Digimon already went way beyond that.
Thank you so much, Hara-san, for that in-depth look.
Didn't even get like
Digimon
a
Story
release.
Time Stranger will be launching on October 3rd,
Yeah,
2025.
October 3rd.
Look out for a playable demo at upcoming events.
Nice. Can't wait
And
for that.
that is all for today's presentation.
Oh, there it is.
What a fun.
Thank you, Connor, for joining me
No
today,
Ace
and
Combat,
thank you
huh?
to all our viewers for joining
What
us
the frick?
as well.
Of course, great work to you as well, Sydney, and to our viewers.
Maybe
And
they
remember,
announce
if you're
some
a fan
stuff
of any of the
outside
games
of
that you saw today, be sure
the
to
show.
follow any of the Bandai Namco Entertainment's social media accounts in your local language to stay up
Bandai
to date
Namco.
on the latest
They are
announcements
amazing.
and releases.
We'd love to know what you thought of today's presentation and have provided a survey
a great
link
presentation.
if you'd like
Let me
to help
give you
us
a
make
link.
our next showcase even
Good job.
better.
No fluff.
Okay, gamers. Well, thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you all.
I'm so happy
next
about the
time.
Daimon news as well. July 17th. I might look into... I can't remember where I played Kakarot. It might have been on Xbox. That's okay. Nishiki and Rekka. Yeah, holy shit. Guardians of... Yeah, Jesus. I forgot about that. The Tawa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. They should have more than 10 games. That is amazing. Jesus Christ. Good job. Let me see. Did say anything... Where did you hear the Ace Combat news? Trying to look through their page now. No news on Night Rain. Night Rain's just going through tough bosses right now, so you don't need to announce anything. Oh, here we go. Ace Combat. You're right. 30 years. Special anniversary projects now available. No sign of the Tales of stuff either. Goddamn, they must not be ready yet. I think the Tales of series is doing its own thing. They're gonna have their own special event or something. But they have been celebrating it. Code Vein, Pac-Man. Great job. That was really great. It was a great showcase.